are disagreeing so much on these lists. It's pretty good, though. I like that.
This is on.
Yeah, I love it.
Really heated discussion.
I love it.
Hi, welcome back to the Nerd Shelves. I'm Judy.
And I'm Michael.
Today we're coming back to our top 100 board games of all time.
Yes.
And today will be 51 to 60.
51 to 60. We are rounding off the bottom half of our list.
Yay! So let's get going, starting from number 60.
Sure.
Okay, so my number 60 is Nemolia. It's a very cute animal game that we're building reserve.
Nemolia.
Yes. It looks very cute, simple in the small box. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
No,
because during the game, you're going to find a reserve objective cards for everyone to work on it. And you pass the animal cards. So each animal card has a background color and you need to work on it with the objective cards. But you're limited to 6x6.
Oh, you're building a little grid, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's when my head just goes smoking.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think the first time we played it, we forgot about that limitation and we're like, oh, this is pretty easy. And then we reread the rules and we're limited to size. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just adds up so much difficulty.
Yeah.
It's so stinky, so puzzly, so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cute game.
And I love it.
We actually played that on vacation.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
It was
cool.
So fun.
Good one.
60.
All right.
What's yours?
My number 60 is, we don't actually own this game. We played this game over at a friend's house.
Okay.
And it's called Ethnos. Yeah.
Who knows?
Ethnos.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no, Ethnos was great. This one actually kind of surprised me. So it's kind of like area control and set collecting. And the neat thing is there's different cards that you can play with. So the games are always a little bit different. But you're basically taking cards, and when you have the right combination of cards, you can play a set of cards, and then you take your little marker and you put it on the map. And then at the end of the round, whoever has stacked the most markers on different areas of the map controls it. Yeah. But your top card when you're playing sets is the one you're looking at. And all the different cards have different actions and a whole bunch of different variability in that. It's pretty simple, but really fun, especially for lots of people, I think.
Yes.
I mean, this one's kind of neat. It's kind of got like a fantasy type theme, and it was really fun. I remember we played it at a friend's house, and we were actually out on the balcony on a summer's night, and it was just kind of a really nice evening. And yeah, it was great. It was a fun game.
Yeah, you see, that's what board game does, right? Bring people together.
Yeah, totally. And that, like I said before in lots of our other videos, a lot of this is based on the experiences I've had playing the games. Absolutely. And I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ethnos.
Yeah. All right, now we come down to 59.
59.
Wait, go up to 59, not
go
come down.
Go up, go down, whatever. Okay.
It is Rajas of Ganges.
Rajas of the Ganges.
Yes, we're going into India now.
59.
Yes, 59.
59.
I think it's the right spot.
I
Because there's so many good games. I think so with the list today. Okay, so this is a dice rolling game, and you're doing your action based on the dice, the value of the dice
or the color.
Exactly, and I really like it, and I think
love it.
Rajas of Ganges is the first ever dice rolling game has this kind of mechanism that really attracts me into dice rolling. It is so fun.
I think you're going to find as this list goes on, you are soon going to find out that dice drafting and dice action selection type games, it's my favorite mechanic. I love it.
Even though you're not very good at dice.
but that's the point is with these games, it doesn't matter what you roll. There's always something you can do with different value dice. I think that's why I like it so much because
you're doing action, you're not just losing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rajas of the Ganges is so good. It has the end game mechanic that I love. It's also in Arc Nova where your fame and your fortune are on two different tracks that go around the board.
In the middle. Yeah.
And it's when somebody crosses is where the game ends. And I think it's really neat because maybe yours will cross, maybe you have a lot more fame and not as much fortune, but I have a lot more fortune and not as much fame, but that doesn't matter. It's a good way to have it more balanced.
Yes.
Super cool.
It is very balanced, that's for
Oh, I
sure.
love Rajas of the Ganges.
Well, 59 is not bad.
It's pretty bad.
I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Is it on Euro 59? Come on, tell me. Euro 59?
All right, my number 59 is a game you have never played. It is called Goa, A New Expedition.
Wow.
Yeah. A friend of mine owns this, and it's a game that I wanted for a very long time, and then he actually picked it up, and then we played it, and it's really, really cool. Again, it's an auction game with an engine building mechanic.
Those two are definitely your favorite.
Some of my favorites, yeah. But the auction in this is really neat. So basically you have some tiles on the board, and then the first player puts their first player marker beside one of the cards that they decide what we're going to be auctioning for.
Okay.
And then the next player puts a token on a card adjacent to that card that we're going to be auctioning for. And everybody puts one of their tokens on a card that's adjacent. So I'm deciding what we're going to auction, because if you win the bid on the card that I put my token on, I get the money for that.
Oh.
So it's auctioning in that I want the cards, but it's also I'm deciding what goes for auction, thinking it's a card that somebody at the table really wants. So I'm going to get more money.
Interesting.
Or after it goes around the table, then I can outbid everyone and take it, and then that money just goes to the bank. But it's super cool that way. And then that's one phase of the game, and the other phase is just building your engine, and you're upgrading your ships, and you're upgrading your plantations, and you're getting spices and things like that. You know, it's that type of game that I love.
Yeah.
But that auction part is really unique.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really, really cool.
There's always one little part of the game that make it shine.
Right. It's like there's only so many mechanics you can have in board games, but if you can take a mechanic and then twist it somehow, just add a little twist to it. Shem Phillips is really good with that, taking worker placement with a twist, right? And I thought they did a really good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Goa. Yep. Hey, 2 games in India.
What?
Rajas of the Ganges and Goa. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, 58.
All right, 58. It was pretty new still, but I think it's a retail already. It's Fit to Print.
Oh yeah.
Fit to Print is basically you are Fit to Print. You're working in a newspaper company, and you're trying to fit how you're gonna lay out your stories, the photos for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
The ads.
Yeah, the advertisement and all that. It's whoa. It's very thinky, very hard because it's limited. There's a lot of limitations. Very, very puzzly. There's solo mode. There is real-time mode, which I think a lot of people talk about, especially on this game, because the real-time can make you, everything fly in the air.
Yeah, it's true.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Very exciting. I think this game is fit in that area.
No, I agree. Yeah. It's one that I don't know how to think about it. And I'll tell you why. I don't like that mechanic being timed and a race.
Like Meeple Circus. Where
Meeple Circus.
That,
right? But this one I actually really enjoyed. And I think it's because even though there's a time limit, it doesn't seem too quick, and everybody can get everything done within the time allowed. And it's not really a race, except if you're first, you do get something. Yeah. But it was a limit, but it didn't feel too limiting, and I didn't feel too rushed. So I think that's why. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good game. Yeah. It's good. Flat Out Games, right? It's part of that, they have such great games. So.
Yeah, family mode and all that. Everything is well designed, well planned. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Cool. That's my 58. What's yours?
Very cool. My number 58. Ooh, my number 58 is Terra Mystica.
Beauty.
Yeah. I thought this might be higher on my list, to be fair, but I haven't played it in a while. So maybe that's why it ended up lower on my list. But Terra Mystica there are a few games similar to Terra Mystica. Clans of Caledonia is one of them. But where Terra Mystica is different is, so like many of these games, you're on a map that's all hexes and you are trying to develop the lands. And on your board, you have dwellings that you put them on the map and then you can upgrade them to, like from dwellings to temples and you're just upgrading your buildings. And as you upgrade them, then it unlocks things on your board. Okay, that's pretty standard in a lot of these types of games. But there are a couple things in Terra Mystica that are different, and I really like it. One of them is it's called Terra Mystica because there are basically 14 different combinations of factions that you can play with different abilities.
Yeah.
And different types of terrain that you are allowed to build on. So on the board, if you want to build somewhere and one of the terrains isn't the terrain that you're allowed to build on, you have to terraform that terrain. You have to transform it into the terrain that you're allowed to build on. So that's an extra step. And then there's another thing which is kind of cool is if you build next to an opponent or they build next to you, you gain power. And there are these little purple tokens that move around these bowls. And when they move into the third bowl, then you can spend them as magic power to do different things.
Wow.
So there's a couple cool little things, like you said. Take basic mechanics and then add some spice to it, right?
Yeah.
And it's really cool. That terraforming mechanic of transforming the terrain, I thought was really interesting. Okay, that's my 58. 57.
All right, 57. We're gonna travel to Italy. Walking in Bareno.
Oh yeah! Oh, what a cute game.
Bareno is very relaxing, very cute, very pretty at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're traveling, background is Bareno.
Sure.
They are famous with those colorful buildings and the scenery is amazing. Yeah. So in this game, we are constructing the building.
Yep.
With you trying to match the color of a building. And the objective card are showing on the local people, could be businessmen, could be florists.
Yeah.
All kind, they show you the objective. And there's also easier objective from the tourist.
Yeah. Even Santa Claus is one of them.
Yeah, right? It's so cute. But during those games, you are trying to match or not match the building color. Also, the plants that's in the same column. Or the kitty cats.
Kitty cats, plants, awnings,
the shops, coffee shops,
chimneys, right? Santa Claus scores by chimneys.
Yes, and that is so cute.
It is
and very relaxing.
Yeah, I like that game. My 57 is Clank.
Clank.
Yeah,
classic.
Classic. And I know a few people that this might be their favorite game of all time. Clank is your classic deck building / dungeon crawler. And if you take it for what it is, which is just super fun, it's great. Basically, you are deck building, you're building your deck, and you're getting things that allow you to move faster, or the ones that make noise, like if you trip and stumble and then you're making noise, and all that builds into why it's called Clank. And what you're doing is there's a dragon. So every time you make noise, you're putting extra of your color cubes into a bag. And then when it's time for the dragon, you have to draw cubes out of the bag. And if your color shows up, then bad things happen to you. It's it's a really neat twist again on these games. But the object of the game is you're moving into the dungeon, into the caves, and collecting as much treasure as you can and unlocking different things. And then you need to try to get up as fast as you can, because basically as soon as somebody gets up, then it's a race for everyone to get above a certain level. But like it's you're going in until one person decides to make a run for it, and then everybody's got to get out as fast as you can. So if you're stuck at the bottom, you're in trouble, but that's where all the good stuff is. So you kind of have to decide. Yeah, super fun. Like I said, it's just take it for what it is. It's just fun. Get in as fast as you can, collect as much stuff as you can, and get out before the dragon gets you. It's great. It's fun.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Cool.
Number 56. I'm taking you to U.S. National Park. It is parks.
Parks. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. 56.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
You love that game.
Hold on.
Okay.
I love that game, but when we did the video of number 62, Trails, I think I did mention I like Trail more than
Yeah.
Parks.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
What happened, Pub Meeple? I tell you that I
Yeah.
like Trails more than Parks, but I think Pub Meeple thinks I like Parks better. Again, we're going hiking
Yeah.
on the trails
Yeah.
in those U.S. national parks.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
I think this one is very chill with I like how those canteen give you ongoing stuff that you can do, and or you can take pictures and just get in-game
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, and there's also animal tokens,
Yeah.
and there's just so many fun stuff. It's so fun.
The art is beautiful. The insert is top notch. It comes in a small package.
I love it.
It's a great game.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're before or after Trails. I like those game both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's my 56.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good one. Oh, hey, this is funny. After I had Clank as 57, now my 56 is Above and Below.
Oh.
Which is...
You're crawling up and
Yeah,
down those
I guess
caves,
so.
eh?
Yeah. I really like Above and Below. I understand that this type of game might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. It's narrative.
No, it's not.
Does that mean it's not yours?
Let me see. No.
Okay. It's a narrative type game
Yeah.
where anytime you do go on the adventure, the
Mhm.
other person has to read from a book and it's almost like choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
So if I do a certain action, you will read to me
Mhm.
and you read the whole thing, and then I have to decide what to do, and then you tell me the result, and if if something good or bad happens to me.
Mhm.
I don't know. I love those types of games. I really, really enjoy Above and Below. It's
Yeah.
great.
I think the reading part is making me exhausted, just like the player being exhausted on the board.
Maybe, yeah, I guess. And yeah, that was the other mechanic I was going to say, which I really like, is when you have your characters that
Yeah.
go out and do missions and things like that, then they get exhausted and they have to go to bed
Yeah.
or get injured sometimes. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I think it's
They
just,
need time to recover.
yeah, it's a great, I like these types of games. So
I'm sorry if
Yeah.
I offended you out there who likes Above and Below. It's a great game.
55.
55. We're going to France. Lyon.
Oh,
I know. Hey, maybe there's more better one. I know. I'm so sorry.
55?
Should be up higher. I really enjoyed that game for a very long
Apparently
time.
not.
Still like it. Still like it.
Wow.
So it's a medieval time of France, and we're recruiting. We're recruiting scholars, farmers, monk, knight to do different things, their expertise at
Yep.
different areas.
Yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
fun.
It's a
Now
bag
I'm just
builder.
sad.
It's a bag builder, and you're putting all those different workers into the bag,
Yes.
pulling them out to do your
Different area.
actions. And
Yes.
Oh man, wow! I love. Oh, anyways, I'll save it for another video,
Sorry.
a much later video.
Oh, come on. I love Oleon. I love Oleon.
Okie dokie. Alrighty then. Okay, my number 55 is a game.
I have never played.
No, you played it. I just don't know if you like it.
Oh, dear.
Elder Sign.
Oh, gosh. It's a good game. I just don't like being chased.
Yeah. Well, this
I'm
one's not
sorry.
really. This isn't like
It's got Cthulhu in there.
yeah, it's another Cthulhu game. So we play this at Halloween a lot.
Mhm.
This one isn't really like being chased. It's more card driven, I would say. The mechanic is you have to roll dice to match what's on that card to beat that card,
Mhm.
basically.
Mhm.
Which I'm usually horrible at because dice rolling. But I love the Cthulhu mythos.
Mhm.
I think this game is great, especially for Halloween. We live streamed it at Halloween, which I thought was awesome. We even dressed up, and
Yeah.
you're playing different investigators, like all of those types
Mhm.
of games. But it's not like Arkham Horror where you're literally being chased. That's the
Yeah.
one you didn't like as much. But this is, and then at the end you have to fight the ancient one. And
High
it's-
blood pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's great. It's a
Yeah.
fun little game. I have a couple of expansions for it. It's
Yeah.
just a super
I mean,
fun dice chucker.
I play
Yeah.
when you
Yes, you
want to
do.
play. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just not
I know.
alley.
Okay. There you go. Elder Sign, 55. We are disagreeing so much on these lists. It's pretty good, though. I like that.
This is on.
Yeah, I love it.
Really heated discussion.
I love it.
Now, 54 is going to be another heated discussion.
Oh, no.
Terraforming Mars.
Oh, actually, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Mine was back there.
Okay.
I'm totally okay with that.
I think you all know Terraforming Mars. It's very classic games.
Yeah.
And I was playing Terraforming Mars at a very, very early stage of my board game
Very
time.
early, yeah.
It's one of those after sites, and I went, "Oh wow, that is really interesting."
Yeah.
I didn't understand the first two games. I know it's a little bit complex. I was new. It was kind of heavy, but then we played more time, and I went, "Oh, it really grew on me. I like it. I like it." Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's weird. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I like Terraforming Mars. I have nothing against Terraforming Mars. There are other games I'd rather play. If anyone wants to play it, I'll play it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I
don't
like
hate
it.
I like it.
I think 55 or 54. Are we on?
I mean, Oleon could probably go above Terraforming Mars.
We're not talking about that anymore.
Are you hurt?
That ship sailed.
Benji.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. But Terraforming...
That's 54.
Okay, there you go. Okay, my 54 is... I know you haven't played this game. Pan Am, it's called.
It's a good one, though. I've heard of it.
Yep.
All over the place.
Yeah, sure. I've played it with friends a couple of times, and it's a great game. I didn't think about this when I first played it, but somebody said it, and I was like, oh, yeah, kind of. But it's kind of like the airplane version of Ticket to Ride, but better.
That's fair.
Ticket to Ride is a very entry level, gateway game. This isn't really, but yeah, you're basically building your airline empire, and you are competing against your opponents and Pan Am. But the cool thing is you're creating routes of airplane routes, like in Ticket to Ride, kind of.
In the air.
Yeah, just in the air. But the cool thing with this is that you can actually sell your routes and collect money and then invest that money into your empire and then build out more. And you're basically fighting for different airports and destinations and things. It's actually a really good game. I don't really like that comparison to Ticket to Ride because I don't actually see it. It's just somebody had mentioned that and I was like, oh yeah, maybe, okay. But don't use that as a comparison because it's not
the same.
But it's good. It's a really good game. Pan Am, it's good.
It's nice.
Yeah, 54.
Awesome.
Yeah.
53. We're going into the garden. It's Three Sisters.
Oh yeah.
It's combolicious.
Very combolicious.
It's a roll and write, and you're in your garden. There are different flowers, fruits, vegetables, and you're trying to just make the best combination.
Yeah.
And you can score in a shed as well.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Most of your dice rolling goes towards your garden, but then when you mark stuff off in your garden, then you can go into your shed and do a whole bunch of stuff.
So many things to do. Fun.
It's really one of those ones where you almost need a bunch of markers to be like, okay, this is triggering this, and this is triggering this, and that is triggering that, and you don't want to forget anything.
Intertwine.
Very convolicious.
I love that. And it's very chill too. This game is very relaxed to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game. My number 53. I like this game. Fort.
Oh.
I really like Fort.
You have a really special spot for Fort.
I do. I don't know. Yeah.
And I do see it. I think out there are many kind of board game, but this is quite special because it puts the child's perspective into games. Yeah. Like really child. And for adults to play games like this, it's just kind of bring me back to being a little kid. Yeah. I guess that's it. I don't know what it is, but there's just, like, even now, every time I even just say the name of the game, I go, oh, I don't know. I just really hold this game close to me for some reason. Mm-hmm. Well, the nicknames are cute.
All the cards are kids.
Yeah.
And basically what you're doing is you each have your own yard, and you are bringing kids into your yard, into your fort.
Your
And
friends,
all your
friend
friends.
zone.
And the mechanic that I love is you can play cards, and then the ones other than you have your best friends, which have stars on them, and then the ones you played with stay. But any cards in your hand at the end of your turn that you didn't play with, they go into the front of your yard. And then all the other players at the beginning of their turn can actually steal them into their yard. And it's just like the kids are running from yard to yard. And then there's like a cats and dogs expansion, and the resources are pizza and toys, and you collect everything in your backpack, and all the kids have different cool little names.
Go
And
to the treehouse.
they go,
and all that.
I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I just hold this game quite dearly for some reason.
This game just totally describes your childhood. I guess.
Maybe. I mean, that was my childhood. I lived in a neighborhood filled with kids that we played in each other's yards every day, all summer long.
I love the pizza in there too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool.
My 52, I'm surprised to see the name again because I haven't played it for a while, but I remember when I played it, absolutely love it.
Okay.
Orbis, you are mythology gods.
Yeah, mythological gods.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mythological gods. And you are building your territory, universe. You're building your universe with different type of tiles.
Yeah.
And it has to be like pyramid. So it's, in a way, it's really hard. It's not as simple as it looks.
Yeah.
It could be quite chill to play, but it could be quite intense when you decide to play a tile, but then end your next route and you cannot keep going anymore. Right. That's when you start smoke.
You have to build it, like you said, in a pyramid and your hexes, but you have the next one that goes on top the two that it's sitting on has to be the same color at least one of them. So you're eventually ruling out colors that you can't build anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this game? And every time I play it and every time I teach it, I laugh my head off. Maybe I shouldn't be laughing, but I do.
It's the worshiper.
So on the game, all the cubes are different worshipers for you. They're different colored worshipers, right? And
primary color.
Right, all different primary colors. And each one is for a different colored landscape or tile that you're building. What I think is hilarious is whenever you build the volcano, they're the red worshipers for lava. But what you're doing to spend them is you're actually sacrificing them by pushing them into the volcano. It's so horrible.
Just imagine you're in a big image and just go.
It just makes me laugh.
That's pretty much how we play too.
Yeah.
It's super fun. I love it.
Yeah.
Orbis.
Yeah. Another one that we just it's a blessing and a curse having a big collection.
Yeah.
Because games like this just don't get to the table enough.
No. Maybe we will later after this.
Yeah. Orbis, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks for bringing that up because I haven't thought about that in quite a while.
Go check it out if you haven't done so.
Yeah, good
it
game.
It's a cool game.
Great game.
52.
Okay, my number 52 is a train game called First Class, All Aboard the Orient Express. It's a neat little, it's a good game. Very good game.
There's so many train games. I just lost track.
Yeah, I know. And this one's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So it's a card-driven game, and you're collecting cards. And basically, there are different actions you can do with each of your cards. You have 2 trains that you can keep building out, so you can put your train cars on them to build your train longer. Or you can use the track ones to build your track, which have bonuses. And then you have a little train that you can move along your track as you build it to collect bonuses. And you also have 2 conductors on your trains that you're trying to move to the end. But it's kind of, pardon the pun, it's like an engine builder, basically. And but it's just a card-driven train game that is just, it's really good. What I really like about it is there are different decks that you can use to make the games a little bit different. Like one of the decks is celebrities that you're putting on your trains.
Yeah.
So they're all, there's luggage and all these things that go on your train. And it's just, the decks are a little bit different. It changes the game a little bit. Super fun game. Works well with 2 players, works well with more. I like train games. Yeah, great.
Who doesn't? Train game is so fun.
Of course. I love train games.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Last one.
Up to 51. All right.
51.
Guess where I'm taking you to?
I don't know.
Mexico.
Okay.
Let's go to Sonora.
Oh.
It's a flick and
Yeah.
write game.
Oh, I did not think this was going to be on your top 100 list.
It's super fun because there are, well, we're in the desert in different landscapes, and like, different landscapes, you get to do different kind of games to collect the points.
Yeah, 4 different puzzles.
So you gotta bump off the disc that you flip. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm not very good at that. Like my brother and I play flick the marble when we were kids.
Yeah.
I always suck at it. But this is super fun because you get to like mark off some scores and mark off some there.
Yeah.
It's super fun and easy. I love it.
I loved the 4 different puzzles. Like
Yeah.
the 4 different, basically where you're writing for your scores.
Mhm.
For me, I found the disconnect was on the little board because you can knock each other and move everything.
Yeah.
To me, I never felt like it mattered where my discs landed.
No, it doesn't.
So that whole part was kind of pointless to me.
It's basically different landscape, different
Right.
puzzles, and you're just collecting.
But I
all
would
the
just flick,
things.
see where it landed, and then once I saw where everything landed, then I knew which puzzle to go on, then I'd figure out what to do.
Mhm.
Like I never felt like I was aiming to try to get certain things as much. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should be.
Well,
But-
I mean, I tried to aim, but never made it. So what's the point?
Fair enough.
Just have fun, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Although I do think that Oleon probably can go above that. Or switch spot with it. Sorry, Oleon. I blame Pub Meeple.
My number 51. I'm not even talking about that. Okay, my number 51 is Newsfjord. Yeah. This is a great little game. And I say little because it's a Uwe Rosenberg game.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's really described as everything that, because he's got so many great games, right?
Well known.
Well known, yeah. But a lot of people say it's all of the good things that he does in his games with all of the fat trimmed off into this really small, shorter game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a Feast for Odin's little brother.
Oh.
And I love A Feast for Odin.
Yeah.
I love big chunky games like that. But this has its place too, where it's much quicker, much simpler, but still quite thinky. So basically you are in an old fishing village, and as you can imagine, one of the main resources is fish. and it really, really is. Like, fish is so important in this game, and wood to build your ships and things, and gold.
Yeah.
But the really cool thing is that there's a communal banquet table in the middle, and those are where all the elders sit. And you can use the elders to help you do things, but you have to feed them. You have to pay them fish.
Of course.
But you can also sell fish to the banquet to... There has to be fish at the table to be able to use the elders.
Yeah.
But you can sell fish at the table to get a whole bunch of money. But once you sell fish to the table, then everybody else can use, so you're really balancing that out. And then you're also buying shares or stocks in other people's fishing villages.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, when you collect your fish at the beginning of the round, you have to pay off other people at the table, and the elders you have to feed. And so before you know it, you've got no fish left, but you need fish to do everything. I don't know. It's cool. It's really, really, really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I was late to the game to play this, so I haven't played it that many times.
Mm-hmm.
I think in total, I've only played it 4 times.
Wow.
And I would like to play it a lot more.
Yeah.
Again, maybe it'll move up. I don't know. Maybe it'll move down. I don't know. But at this time, Newsfjord is really, really good. It's a great game. It's my 51. Yeah. Didn't quite make my top 50, but it could. It could.
Within top 100 is already good.
Yeah. Very good game.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So that is our 51 to 60 from our top 100 games of all time.
Absolutely.
Have you played any of those games? If you have, leave a comment. Tell us what you think. If you have not, why not try Pub Meeple and tell us what is your 50 to 60? Leave in the comment.
And tell Judy how wrong she was about Orleans.
No. Tell Pub Meeple. I know it's wrong, but hey. I'm sorry.
I'm just teasing. Okay.
All right, until next time.
Go ahead and get another game off of your nerd shelves.
Take care.
Bye.